And we're locked in, baby.
Yeah, locked in.
Locked in. Hey, man, no. None of that. None of that. Put that fucking away. Put that away right now. Take it off your wrist.
No, I gotta
take it off your fucking wrist.
This is the timer.
I fucking hate this, right?
No.
Because you know what this is?
Because you're poor?
No, fucking iWatches or fucking, what are they called? Apple Watches?
Yeah.
Fucking, you know what they are? They're just an easier access to just like ignore people for your phone. And that's all it is.
Hold on, I gotta figure out how to use this timer.
Oh, hey, man, I'm not going to spend fucking 20 minutes. Hey, buddy, we started at 3:01.
We didn't start yet. We don't have to start.
Yeah, we are started.
We start on my mark.
We started at 3.
How the fuck does this stupid ass shit work?
Dude, hey, man, stop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's got to be a way how to get this timer to work.
Hey, man.
We can cut around this.
No, I'm over it already.
Are you?
I'm over you having that watch.
Why?
I'm not over like this thing that's going on right now. I'm over it in the future.
Oh, here it is.
I was over it 3 days ago.
Got it.
I'm over it currently, and I don't think I'll ever get over it. I hate that you got that thing.
Why? It's nice.
It was a nice gift by your girlfriend.
Yeah, it's nice.
Was it too much on
We're locked in.
Was it too much on your birthday? Are you 26? Should you stop receiving birthday gifts? Yes, should. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
You can get gifts from your girlfriend.
You should. Hey, man. 26 gifts? You need that many gifts?
Yeah.
Hey, man. That's too many gifts. I haven't even gotten 26 gifts, and I've been alive for 25 Christmases.
You're just mad because you're poor.
Yes, I know.
That's it.
I know I am.
You're just a little poor boy.
I got a bike when I was 7.
Yeah.
Since then, haven't received a birthday gift.
Yeah. Try making money.
Hey, man.
Try spending money.
Hey, how about you, rather than getting your money up, get your funny up. All right, kid? All right, buddy?
Why don't you...
Hey, rather than guzzling cum, how about you guzzle fucking money, dude?
Anywho, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
How's it feel?
I felt great. I love taking birthday toasts. You also did something on your birthday that made me laugh.
What's that?
And it was just a throwaway. Somebody came by, gave us the little, I'm just stopping by to say happy birthday. Hey, man, I'm just stopping by to say happy birthday. He goes, happy birthday to you. And I'm kind of cornered by you guys. Yeah. I don't know if you've ever had this happen, but like a conversation ensues and you're in a corner.
Sure.
And like, because you say I'm standing in the corner, you're standing on the adjacent wall. When somebody comes in at the other adjacent wall and forms a, for like geometry nerds, a right triangle.
Sure.
I'm then stuck in that conversation. I can't get in or out of it. It's just a conversation of you going, hey, how about you stay a while? Him going,
him and his son were
I'm just here to say happy birthday.
I'm just here. And I was like, no, stick around. Like, what are you guys going to do? Like, we're going to play Mario Party. And I was like, I got it here. You guys can hang out.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm in my sweatpants. And I was like, I got jeans. Like, And he's like, no, I'm going to leave. And I was like, we got a baby here. And then he says, well, you got a baby here?
You got a baby here?
Yeah.
At your party? At your birthday party?
But go ahead. Say the thing that made you laugh.
And he goes, I'm just here to say happy birthday. And you go, well, thanks, man. Happy birthday to you. And it's just a throwaway.
Yeah, it's fun to say. But I only say it to that guy, too.
Yeah.
Well, because I did it a lot last year.
Oh, did you?
But everybody was just like, they kind of just take it in stride. They'll like say a little funny joke. He had my favorite response to go like, it's not my birthday. Which is the best response that you can get from that.
Oh, so that was calculated.
Yeah. I didn't say it to anybody.
That was like one of my jokes.
Sure.
Calculated. And well designed.
Yeah.
You did that to him for a reason. I don't remember you saying that last year at all.
No, I did it to like randomly a couple people.
Okay.
And then when I figured out that was his response to it.
Because he probably got really uncomfortable.
My birthday's next month.
It's very funny because it is one of those like you go to the movie theater and they go, hope you enjoy the movie. And you go, you too.
Yeah. Sure.
And it's
mine is
Have you seen those TikToks where it's like, have a good day at work, and they go, you too,
and then he starts working.
He starts working with them. Yeah, I like those TikToks.
Yes, the you too thing is that one's by accident.
That's a TikTok idea.
I mean which one?
Happy birthday to you, and then it cuts, and you guys are both wearing birthday hats, standing behind a birthday.
I mean,
cake.
you just give it to that guy who does all of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, mine is very specific because like that's not something you say by accident. Happy birthday to you as well. Mine's very deliberate.
Yeah, it was good. Quick little tangent.
Go ahead.
Of TikTok before we get into your birthday. Saw a really funny TikTok that I didn't really care to send you because I figured I'd have to force you to watch it by the time that I see you. Because for some reason I'll send you TikToks, you don't watch them.
I'm taking a hiatus.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I can't watch every TikTok that's sent to me, but then I just say, hey, watch them, and then you watch them and you laugh at them. So
not all of them, but go ahead.
Not all of them, but when I tell you to watch them specifically, usually you
skip
laugh.
them.
You usually laugh.
Skip.
But you skip them initially.
Go ahead.
But there was, that Churdley's guy?
Yeah.
He made a TikTok because he always
is it with all the Charlies?
Yeah,
I've seen that.
Yeah, Florida's like just a ray of sunshine bursting out of a cow's asshole.
Yeah,
and like them all talking in deep
all
voice.
them doing the moist critical impressions is great.
Yeah, and they all just have painted on beards with the hat backwards and a white
and then they have sleeves on. It's like it's like literal sleeves that they pull onto their onto their arms. That's great. It's a pretty good
video.
Because that Turtles guy is not the person you'd expect to collaborate with Penguin Zero.
Yeah.
Because he's like a you would expect him to do like with like comedian YouTubers, right?
Yeah.
Like Trevor Wallace or people like that.
And he does.
Yes.
Yeah, a bunch.
Or
he does kind of hit like a lot of people. Like he kind of is teamed up with a lot of
like you'd expect
he does Oliver Tree.
Or you'd expect him to be with Noel
Casey Frey.
And Cody Ko, Casey Frey.
Yeah, those people.
They seem separate.
But to be fair, although he is a gamer, he's a gamer and always technically has been. But he is like a comedian. Like that guy hits all facets of
moist critical?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
That guy has the he just like the way that he describes things, he's very Theo Von-esque.
Well, his vocabulary is incredible.
Yeah, when he's behind a microphone, he's very much like Theo Von, where like only they would like describe something the way that they describe something, right?
Well, they were all doing pretty good impressions. They all had they must have wrote stuff because that's such a hard unless they were all practicing, because that's a hard brain to be white. Like Charlie's brain is just specifically to his it's like an extremely descriptive a lot of 90s references.
Yeah.
And really vulgar.
And big words.
Yes.
Like words that I've never known.
You got to look in the thesaurus for those bad boys.
Yeah. Mizkif was interviewing him one time, and he was like, I just always think that you're 38.
Yeah.
But he's our age.
He's 2 years older than us, right?
Yeah, I think that he's 27. He's the same age as us. And to think that when we first saw him and he was making those Halo videos where he was using the exact same vocabulary, he was 17. There was no way half of those words I even knew. He said dip my dick in nitroglycerin one time, and I was like, what the fuck is nitroglycerin?
And you didn't know he's the same age as you?
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I love seeing his sounds on TikTok that he doesn't create. It's just yeah, baby. Any sound that's what I've been waiting for. Any Charlie impression or noise when they use it.
Yes.
I fucking love his voice. It's so good.
So distinct.
It's a misinput.
And it's a misinput. It's a misinput. Which is
no, crazy. You calm down.
Which is crazy, because that guy does not match his voice.
No, I mean he's 5'2".
To be fair, whenever
in the most manly voice.
Whenever somebody starts off as back in 2007 when people were making gaming YouTube videos and they don't use camera because that wasn't meta away, immediately the guess is this person's black.
Sure.
So people
Donkey as well.
Donkey, Charlie, because they just have deeper voices.
I actually never thought that with Charlie. I thought it potentially with Donkey.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Because he has a wide vocabulary? That's racist, man.
No, with Charlie, I don't know. I just never got that impression. Really? But with Donkey, I did get that, or Puerto Rican.
Really?
No. But Donkey, I definitely thought potentially black.
It is very funny that even after he did a face reveal, did a like whole dance number.
Yeah.
For like whatever it was, like 100,000.
Donkey always had his face revealed. He always did those like 10,000 subscriber videos, and like they were always in it, and people still didn't know.
Yeah, people still thought like,
oh, that can't be him.
Donkey's a black man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Good to see those two thriving still. You know.
Yeah. No, Donkey still makes like some of the best videos.
Yeah.
So he has gone really interesting with his videos, where sometimes his satire is so satirical that I have no idea what he's saying anymore. He's gone like so much 4D chess that like there's this Metroid Dread video where it's like he's simultaneously making fun of himself, other YouTube commentators, Metroid as like in general, or anybody who's reviewed Metroid, that I literally have no idea how he feels about the video game. And I'm just like, I guess it's a good game.
Cause like I legit like, cause he'll like give these games like such high reviews, and they're just like, they look like dog shit games. They're like bookworm type games or whatever. And I just like genuinely don't, because he reviews so many of them, I can only assume he enjoys the games, because he puts, whenever he makes these videos, he puts 30 plus hours into a game.
Sure,
you gotta like a game a decent amount, even a fraction of a bit, in order to put in over 24 hours on a game.
And he'll make, when his videos say specifically like Donkey View, that's like a legit review, no sarcasm, just like all and then if he doesn't have that, it's all thrown out the water.
Yes. I
have no idea like what, and like back in the day, you could understand like the satire. Like you're like, oh, he's being sarcastic here. Yes. He obviously thinks the opposite. Yeah. It was pretty straightforward. I mean, even sometimes like people would be like, oh, I don't get it. But nowadays it's like he's being like satirical on his own like satire, and I'm just like, dude, I don't have a fucking clue anymore. But they're so good.
I don't watch them as much anymore.
I can show you this Metroid Dread video, and you'll be like so confused.
Like
you won't understand if he thinks the game is good or not.
But he did recently have that like 1 week run where it was just like one of the funniest things.
He still makes like a video a day. You know that, right?
Yeah, but like he had that 1 week run where he said, I'm done making good videos.
Yeah.
And he goes, Monday, we're going to have drama Mondays.
Yeah.
Tuesday, Minecraft Tuesdays.
And then he actually did it. And like the drama Mondays were like legit drama.
Yeah. But then he'd throw it out the window like on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then just like on drama Wednesday.
Among Us Wednesdays. Yeah.
And it was just him speed running the very first area, like the loading screen of Among Us. He was just doing laps. It was good.
Do you want to talk about this past Saturday?
Yeah.
What do you want to say about it first?
We can start from the top. Actually, Friday we didn't like get crazy, but we had a Friday night.
Okay, sure.
So Friday night. Do not do that. It's too close to your microphone.
Okay.
It's turning into ASMR thing, and I don't like that. I don't want.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to get labeled.
We don't. Yeah, we don't want to attract the wrong type of people to our, channel.
Real quick, another one. Did you see that girl just full on sucking the microphone? Like it was.
No.
She had one of those ASMR microphones.
Yeah.
That, like sideways or whatever.
Sure.
And it was like an ear, and she was just full blown like shoving it down her throat.
What is that?
On Twitch. And
she get banned for it?
No. People are like, hey, why is this like... And they were like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's what you can do.
So we don't want to be associated with ASMR. Friday started off by planning a little bachelor party action.
Okay.
Which I haven't... Have I talked to you about that? You are in the... So our buddy's bachelor party's coming up. We've narrowed it down to 3 places. He added a 4th. That one's just thrown out. I don't think that it's like ever going to be picked and like actually hold any weight. But it's Austin, Atlantic City, and
Nashville.
Which Nashville I think is like a safe bet because everybody knows what to do in Nashville.
Okay.
Austin I think can be really fun, but also has a chance of being a dud because nobody knows what to do there.
Yeah.
But it sounds fun. Heard good things, etc. It's more than likely going to be a good... No matter what, I think with the group, it's going to be a good time. Then he threw out Atlantic City. I was like, no way, I'm already sold on Austin.
Yeah.
And then I thought about Atlantic City. And I was like, imagine just 20 plus dudes, fucking blackout. It's 2 p.m. Walking down the boardwalk, all bro tanks. We're pushing old women off the boardwalk.
I gotta be honest. I don't know anything about Atlantic City.
It's everything in one.
What is
it's Vegas?
Yeah.
It's fucking the Jersey Shore. Yeah. It's all of it.
Where is it located?
New Jersey.
Is it really?
Yes.
Huh.
It's a.
I didn't know it was in New Jersey.
Only 4 miles square radius. They have a whole boardwalk with like a huge amusement, like one of those amusement park boardwalks.
Yeah.
Where you can go on a Ferris wheel. You know, we fucking get real hammered, go on that.
Yeah.
Take some mushrooms or edibles or something.
Okay.
Hop on that. That'd be fun. Yeah, all in all, just I think I was like, and it's grody enough.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because Austin has a chance where it's not grody enough.
Sure.
And I think that with the squad that we're rolling with,
you want to get nasty?
we got to get a little bit nasty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
I think
that Atlantic City brings that nastiness.
Yeah, I honestly didn't. I almost voted on it without even the description.
Yeah. There was a thing where somebody commented in that group chat saying, let me see if I can pull it up because, you know, me, not the great memory by any means. And so, like, I kind of gave the description of each place, like, how we feel about them, like, as we discussed as, like, me, Brandon, Tyler, which is the best man, and the groom. We just kind of gave, like, I gave the TLDR of what we thought of each city, kind of as I just did now. And one of our buddies asked, what's the pricing of Atlantic City, crime rate, and city motto? I said, it's cat-friendly, less mass shootings than Vegas.
Oh, nice.
And the city motto is blowouts and blowjobs.
Is that the city motto?
That is.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So,
wow.
So, I mean, that's also why I want to go. I want to get a blowout right before it.
Nice.
That'd be a cool haircut to have.
I wonder if I can get a blowout.
I think that if you start growing it now, you could. The only issue is that you're kind of fucked.
Why?
Because you can't, like, realistically grow it out. Me, I can grow it out, get a haircut in between, and, like, look fine. Because you're going to have to get a haircut in between.
Do you think
the
people don't actually look like that there? Do they?
No. Not in Atlantic City. So Atlantic City also, the only issue, there's 2 issues with it. One, possibly no airport in Atlantic City.
What do you mean possibly?
I've heard, like, if you talk with the casinos, there's, like, those charter planes.
What does that mean?
Like, you can set up, like, a vacation.
What are you saying?
A charter plane.
I don't know what that is.
They only have a smaller airport.
Okay.
So they don't take, like, Southwest.
Okay, so what do they take?
Charter planes.
What is that? I don't know what a charter plane is.
You give a person some money and they fly to Atlantic City.
What does that mean?
And if there's enough people, like, it works out.
What does that mean?
It's just smaller. It's just a smaller plane that can go to all airports because it's not like a big airline.
So you're telling me we just gotta get a bunch of buddies and give some guy
money,
and then we get on the airplane?
It'd be through, like, the hotel management or Atlantic City. Like, Atlantic City, like, plans it, right? Like,
the city itself goes like,
because they have, like, planning.
Huh?
How else are they going to get people in there?
I don't know.
They got one small airport. So, like, we can...
So they do have an airport?
Yes, but it's small, and it doesn't take, like, Southwest.
What do you mean when you say, what do you think it's small? What is it, just some guy?
It's a couple of dudes.
Is it just 2 guys?
It's 2 guys in Atlantic City. So,
hey, guys,
but you can fly to Philly.
Yeah, we can get a flight. Yeah.
45 minutes from Philly.
Okay.
But then, like, also that kind of...
So what, we can go to Milwaukee to Philly to Atlantic City?
Yes, but not fly.
What, we got to run?
It's a 45-minute drive from Philly.
Okay.
I'm sure that there's probably shuttles set up or something.
Or we rent cars?
I'm sure that there's something.
Why don't we rent cars?
Well, we probably don't need to rent a car because it's a 4-mile square.
Why? Because they'll fucking get camels for us? What the fuck is this shit?
Atlantic City is 4 miles square wide. We can
jog it?
I can run 4 miles in fucking 10 minutes.
I know you can.
I know.
Yeah, I can come that fast.
So that's one issue with Atlantic City. Other issue with Atlantic City, a few years ago, was bought out by Trump.
Okay, yeah, I know that.
And kind of, like, redone. And there's a lot more of an older crowd now. Before, it used to be like you could get people killed in Atlantic City.
Cool.
Like, hey, I just won $1 million.
Yeah.
My friend crossed me that was here with me.
Yeah.
Throw him off the pier. Never hear.
So what's wrong with Trump running it now?
Trump kind of wants a little bit less killings, more old people. He kind of changed the vibe up there, I guess. And I don't know why or how. He just bought like all the hotels and all that.
Yeah.
I think that it used to be like maybe even cheaper or something. I don't know. I don't fully know. I don't know the Atlantic City lore.
It sounds like you're really knowledgeable on that.
I've just been told by two different people. One of our friends being the one from Philly, who's gone there a few times.
Yeah.
Who has said that in recent times it's kind of like become a little bit more tame.
So it's lamer?
A little bit more tame. But I think 20 to 30 of us hit that town, we're making it not lame.
Okay.
Right? We're pushing old women over on the boardwalk.
Sure. Sure.
Then also one of our buddies' fiance's wife. Or not wife, fiance's
husband's
mother is gone.
What?
Sabrina's mother is gone.
Just her?
Yeah.
Why?
She likes gambling.
Okay.
And it's like Vegas. Atlantic City is like the second biggest.
On the bachelor party?
Huh?
On the bachelor party?
No, she's gone. So she's been there.
I thought you were saying she's coming with us.
I didn't say going. I said gone. That's a past tense, man.
Oh. I was like, well, that's a weird addition to the group.
She's also gone.
She loves gambling.
She loves gambling.
That's what I thought you were saying.
No, why would I ever say that?
I don't know. That's what I mean, you just told me that their airline is two guys that just say, yeah, you guys can come.
You've never heard of like charter planes? Charter planes are just like smaller, like they're not like Southwest. They're just like a smaller business.
I understand that like people can own airplanes.
It's not like people. It's not like a singular person. It's still like a business. It's still a business. It's just not Southwest, Delta, or like those big ones that like have 500 planes going at a time. They like only have like a plane here and there.
I feel like if I got on the phone and I called these guys, right?
Yes.
They're like, sure, yeah, come on down, man. We can get you a fucking, I don't know, what do you guys want? And
that's what they You guys want to take a boat here?
Fuck it.
You got to ride the Mississippi River for 400 miles. You're going to take a left down the Canoe River, and you'll be here.
So like, I don't want some fucking hotshot pilot who's drinking in the cockpit and just saying, "Fuck it, dude, you can take the wheel." Is that what it's going to be? Is that what it's going to be like?
Yes, but there's going to be bitches on the airplane.
Oh, sick.
Yeah,
cool.
But I'm pretty sold on Atlantic City.
Well, you've sold me.
I know. But like, you got to think, right? Like, it's like Vegas mixed with Jersey Shore.
I know what it is,
but small.
Yeah.
But the buildings are still big. Like, you still look up at the buildings.
Great.
Kind of like you do at Vegas.
Perfect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You want to change your vote?
Okay.
Cool.
Do they got balconies? So if I want to kill myself, I can?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I think it would be sweet.
So that is...
I planned that. And then I came
so
met with
when we said our Friday night, you transitioned to selling me on the Atlantic City. You want to skip talking about Friday?
Well, that's what I did on Friday. I planned that. And then ended up going out to the bar. A little funny story about that.
Okay, what do you have?
I met up with your girlfriend,
sure,
and our friends at a local-ish bar. Got dropped off. While getting dropped off, I got given a bottle of Rumplemint's from our friend's house because he doesn't drink Rumplemint's.
Right.
Didn't want it in his house. I said, all right, I'll take it.
Whose house?
I thought Brandon's.
Gotcha.
And I was like, well, I thought I was going home. And I was like, I'm kind of, I'm going to have a little bit of FOMO if I don't go to this.
Yeah.
Go to it. I go, I got this bottle of Rumplemint's.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to leave it here because I'm going to forget about it forever.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to get drunk tonight.
Sure.
So I shoved that bottle in my pants.
Yeah. And snuck it in.
Snuck a bottle into the bar. And I was like, the entire time when I was sneaking in, I was like, this is so stupid because I'm not even going to finish this bottle. I'm going to have it the whole night.
Yeah.
And I was like, how am I supposed to just pull a bottle out and take shots? I'm just supposed to keep on going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then our 32, ACT scoring friend goes,
yeah,
I got 2 cups. Let's go pour them into the cups.
Yeah.
We go into the bathroom, pour it into the cups, ditch the bottle, put it on ice. We're just the entire time just ripping shots.
I was wondering when I got there, that guy was so hammered, and I didn't know why.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you guys have only been here for a couple hours.
Oh, yeah.
And it was because...
I had a half bottle of Rumplemint's.
Right. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And put it on ice. Ended up getting to a point, though, where lady came by. I think that she thought it was like water or just ice melted.
Yeah. And then she took them.
She took them.
Yeah. Really, well, it's pretty smart. At least she accomplished.
She's lucky that I didn't see her again then.
Why?
Implication.
Okay. All right. I got you.
Yeah. Also that night, I wore that G-Baby jersey.
Yeah.
I got so many compliments.
I saw you get one.
Yeah, I got one from another group of friends.
Wow.
And these two people, they were African American.
Yeah.
I have to premise this because of the story.
I bet it doesn't even come up.
The guy goes, his buddy compliments me on his jersey, my jersey. His other buddy's a little bit more fucked up, I can tell.
Okay.
He's kind of slurring his words.
Sure.
And I'm fresh at the bar. I just kind of got there.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy goes, man, that's just like such a sick jersey. He goes, his friend, he goes, you know, you ever seen Hardball? Hardball's a good movie. He goes, his buddy goes, and like kind of pats his friend away.
Yeah.
He goes, hey man, what ethnicity are you? And I go, funny enough, for some reason I saw the look in your eyes and I could tell that you were a little bit, I was like, I knew that you were a little bit confused by what I was. I was like, I'll assure you guys don't have Down syndrome. So you guys got nothing to catch here.
Yeah, take that off.
Yeah, nothing to catch here.
Okay. That's nice.
And I go, and although I look Asian,
I'm
actually not Asian.
Yeah.
I go, but I never knew what, the ethnicity of my mailman was. So
Did they like it?
Take that as you will. They liked it. Yeah. And then
you tell them the thing
except for the guy that was asking my ethnicity, he was just like so entranced. It was never a joke for him.
Yeah.
The other guy was like laughing really hard. His buddy was just like, I thought that you were Asian.
Why didn't
or
you?
Puerto Rican. I got that too.
Why didn't you tell him what you tell people about your sister?
That
probably would have been a bigger laugh.
I'm half black.
Yeah.
Don't too much. Half black. I got a half black niece and a half black nephew. 25% to me. I'm 50%.
Yeah.
I'm also half black.
Yeah. You could have said that. You think they would have liked that?
Yeah, maybe. I've told that joke before and it's landed.
Do you think it works better if you just say, because my sister fucks black guys?
Yeah. Yeah, they love that.
Yeah.
No, because then they just start asking me for her number. Which is unfortunate, You can't be just handing out her against her consent, giving out her number.
Yeah, that's fair.
Even though I know she wants them to have it.
Yeah.
Those two in particular.
Sure.
Yes. So that was pretty much my Friday night. I ended up getting pretty toasted that night.
Yeah.
As well.
Yep.
You called it a little bit early of a night.
It's 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Really early.
Did you even drink that night, man?
No.
You're crazy.
Yeah, I know. Real early. 1 a.m. night for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Called it in early. Not too bad, man.
Yeah, I know.
I knew you could last. But yeah.
What did you think of Saturday?
Saturday, I never thought that it was going to be bad. So I want to preface it with that. Did I think it was going to be just as good of... I expected it to be a good time.
Sure.
I did not expect it to be one of the most I've laughed in a while.
All-time great time.
All-time great time. It made me laugh. I laughed so hard that night.
Me too.
That it hurt my body. Sure. I was laughing that much.
Yeah.
And obviously
as I was thinking about it, I don't think there's anything... There are definitely a couple little funny stories to bring up. And I got one for sure about you, which I can't wait to talk about.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of a good environment, I guess,
Yeah. It was just
everybody was giggly.
Everybody was giggly. Well, it ended up... So it started off... Like I said, I figured it was just going to be a chill night. Because, it was just a house party.
Yeah.
And house parties just usually... They're, fine. But,
I like them better than I like going
too.
out.
I do too, but we usually get more drunk and we have wilder stories when we go out. Actually, that's probably better. I always have a better time when we have house parties, but when we go out, there's wilder stories. Because typically I feel like we get more drunk then.
Okay, anyways.
Started off the night, though, where immediately split into two groups.
Yeah.
Which sounds bad, but no, it was boys. It
just happened
and
organically.
Girls. I don't know how it even happened.
The girls were upstairs, the guys came down.
And it was organic. That's the best way to put it. Is that it just like started off, it was intermingled, and then it just like at one point it just was instant girls upstairs, boys downstairs. Mm-hmm. We take that as let's get fucking wild. Well, I take that more as let's get wild. I feel like I was the train conductor and I just had a bunch of willing participants.
Sure.
Because everybody realized how wild I just started getting, and everybody bought it, which was great. Even you started off by playing Harvard.
Yeah.
Which explained that game a million times.
Yeah.
Just essentially beer pong.
Yeah.
We end up starting to play, and immediately Tyler B gives me. I knew that I was about to get wild because he gave me a cup that was partially broken. I took it and I threw it at the wall, and I go. He goes, "What the hell? Why'd you do that?" I go, "This place is a fucking shithole, man." One of my favorite jokes that you say about people's house whenever you walk into
do. I always walk in, and I was like, I always say it.
Yeah.
Whenever somebody wants to show me something that they like,
yeah,
I'll just say it's like this is a fucking piece of shit, dude.
It's a piece of shit.
This is a shithole.
Yeah. And I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's fun to rip people's hearts out.
And also disrespecting it at the same time.
Yeah.
So like me throwing a cup and saying this is a fucking shithole anyways. It's just funny.
Yeah. Sure.
We start playing, and off the rip, very first shot, our buddy Alec, he's pretty good at beer pong. He's going
starts the game, makes the cup.
First shot, first cup. It starts up. It's intense. We're like, oh shit! Very first shot made. It's going down.
It's the first cup of the first game, and our friend Tyler B is starting it,
holding it down. He goes to flip it, and he
tries once, twice,
3 times,
11 times, 12 times. The entire enemy team finishes the game.
Yeah.
And as he's failing once, twice, 5 times, we are slowly like getting louder and louder to the point where we're like, "What are you doing?" We're screaming of laughter. His face is getting redder and redder because everybody's watching him now.
Yeah.
And we're just all in disbelief that he cannot do this game that we've all done for like a decade now.
Yeah. And I go into the other room, slightly into the other room, and I go, fuck! I just scream. I come back, and I'm just holding my head.
And everybody's screaming to the point where one of the people at the party, great guy, he is not part of like the rowdy group normally.
Yes.
He came by, he got invited. Yep. And I threw him into the game, and I was like, "No, we need you, right?"
Yes.
He was hungover, and when you're not a drinker, right, and you're not like playing these games all the time, it's a little bit intimidating, right? Yes. He is the second person up, and he's not great at the game, so we are ridiculing, our friend,
somebody who we kind of like, give it to a bit. And we know that he can take it.
We are destroying him. We are like, you are a fucking idiot. You are the worst.
You're a disgrace.
And he's like even going like, this is the most embarrassing moment of my life.
He goes again. He goes. He had my favorite line of the night. He goes, "This was my worst nightmare." And he goes. And to follow up on him before we go to that, he goes, even after the 15 missed flips that he had in the game, he goes, "I just need a little bit of practice." And he misses like another 10 in the row afterwards.
So, I mean, he's having like the worst moment. And literally when we're all screaming and pointing and laughing at his failure, I hear the person who's just there because we needed an extra body, and he didn't even want to play.
He made it clear that he didn't want to play.
Yes. I hear him whisper under his breath, "Oh no." And then he ran upstairs to the girls, and I go, "Oh, he's not getting out of this one."
Yeah, he's playing it.
And I chased him upstairs, and I was like, no, we really do need you, right?
Yeah.
And I knew that nobody was ever going to make fun of him. It was going to be fine.
Yes.
And he wasn't great at the game, right?
Yeah.
But he never got ridiculed the same way.
Debatably worse than the first person, yeah.
Sure.
Because he had that one and he wasn't bad afterwards.
Yeah.
But it was, we didn't give him any shit. And then I had realized Well, we got that. We got the one guy.
So yeah,
who started off.
Now that we have the two worst people on the team, you in your head go, in order for me to win this game, I gotta cheat.
I gotta balance it out. I'm the second shooter.
Yeah.
And I go. The other team shoots.
Yeah, if you've played beer pong, there is just like an unwritten rule, or even like a written rule, where you have to have your elbows behind the table.
Yes. I reach my arm.
And if you even like go over a little bit, most of the time people are like, "Hey,
elbows,
bring it back,
bring it back." Yeah, me.
You extend your entire body.
This is even before I make the no rules call.
Yeah,
I put my arm all the way over, bend my body over the table. It's pretty much a slam dunk. Throw it in. The two people started up.
So this is what's funny is that. People on our team are like, no, we can't do that. And then the opposing team, our friend Tyler Voss, just starts going.
Yeah.
And we win the round, right?
Yeah.
So we win the round, and Tyler Voss goes, okay, no more of that. And then I was like, you started this. Nobody was going to do it. So you breaking the rules could have been... It could have been nixed right there. Yeah. If Tyler Voss would have been like, no. But then because we allowed it once.
Because he let that snowball, rather than putting a brick in front of that snowball,
now the floodgates have opened where this standard game that we've played so many times where we've never really cheated, maybe a couple times, it's just like, it's anarchy.
Oh, yeah. I start screaming, no rules this round, and I scream it every round.
Yeah.
One of our two worst people are flipping. I reach over the table, start slapping cups out of people's hands.
I mean, it's getting
crazy.
We
win another round because of me slapping a cup out of the hand. It gets near the end.
Well, so people are starting to go like, okay, rules are coming back, we're not doing it. And then you would do this, or somebody would do this and go like, okay, rule number 1,
there are no rules.
Rule number 2. What was the rule number 2?
I forgot. It was just another
it's like rules number 2, we're not listening.
Rule number 2, we're not making any rules.
And then somebody would be like, rule number 3, refer to rule number 1.
Yeah. And so then we just...
And then the thing is, if everybody's like, no, like rules are happening, if you just say no rules and then everybody laughs, then it's back to no rules.
Oh, yeah.
It goes back to chaos.
Oh, yeah.
At one point, it's in a no rules round, which is every round.
Yeah.
And you aren't even like being destructive like the way you had been, where you were like literally like pushing people, hitting. One time somebody threw the ball and you just hit it out of the air.
Yeah, and made the net like our team.
And said our shot. This time
somebody goes, that's defense. That's defense. On their team, they go, that's defense.
So then you throw this is just like shouldn't have been anything.
Yeah.
When Tyler Voss is flipping his cup, you just placed a water bottle
where he was flipping the cup,
just to like where the plastic cup should hit that and it should fall over.
Yeah.
But because of that, somehow he knocks off the water bottle.
He reaches for it to like try to get it out of the way, but at the same time hits his own cup, so he knocks both onto the ground.
Yeah.
While going for him,
sure,
he goes to a knee, but then I don't know if something slipped, but his foot slips out from underneath him. He fully he's horizontal on the ground. This guy's done so.
I mean, it's like, it's such a like it's like him slipping out a banana peel. It's like, how does that even happen in real life? And it just like completely derails it. Eventually, though, we do not win the game. It's the first game of Harvard I haven't won in like, it feels like months.
It's been a long time for me too.
And that's just what,
and
like...
me and you always kind of have the underdog team, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I expected to win, fully.
Me too.
And we ended up losing. But that was just, like, the start of the night.
Yeah.
Really,
and we're, like, screaming the whole time. Screaming of laughter.
Oh, right. Yeah, like, I mean, we're in the basement. And at some points, like when you just get a bunch of guys, one guy starts barking and everybody wants to bark.
Yeah. Everybody just starts barking.
Or you just start saying,
no
guys,
rules.
guys.
Dudes. We're just screaming. Just bros being dudes.
Yeah.
Fucking getting rowdy.
And then the game ends. We
all
all go upstairs to like the 15 girls that are there.
A little bit of a preface too. Beforehand, before we even go downstairs, everybody's saying, "Oh, it's freezing downstairs. I don't know if we want to go downstairs." I think that's why the girls stayed upstairs.
Something like that.
They thought it was. We come up, 15 dudes, just sweaty, drenched in sweat.
Yeah,
we're all, like legit. Everybody's got a little bit of sweat on them, and I go, "Hey, girls, you forgot that we were here?"
Yeah, I know. It was so loud. Man, that was just one of the fun things. I mean, I got two more things.
Okay.
One, it involves my watch.
Okay.
It actually is worth it.
Right.
And it's the reason why you should never get the watch.
Okay.
Did I tell you the story?
No.
So, it's my birthday.
Yep.
And what's the Drake song?
Which one?
It's my birthday. I'll get high if I want to. Can't deny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I get a little high.
It's my birthday.
Smoke a little weed. Right?
I want you.
And also, we take edibles. Right?
You do.
Yes.
Don't throw me in there.
Right. Me and Tyler.
Yeah.
So we take them and we're like, okay, we're gonna like relax. We're not gonna like smoke, even though we want to smoke weed.
Yeah.
It's like it might go like 10 minutes, and we go, yeah, these aren't gonna work.
Yeah.
So then we like smoke weed, right? And then like blitzed, right? Crazy, extremely high, right? So, I am in a full blown panic.
Oh yeah.
Extreme panic.
Yeah.
Right? And I just keep telling myself, not high, not high. I'm downstairs in the basement and I hear footsteps upstairs.
Oh yeah.
I think somebody's like tapping on our basement window. So I immediately like flinch and look, right? Mm-hmm. And my girlfriend notices.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, you're extreme. Like, you're really paranoid. You're really high."
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, "No, I'm not." Just trying to, like, calm myself down. I'm not trying to hide it. It's obvious, right?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to, like, relax.
You're like, "Oh, no, I'm just being normal."
Yeah.
That was a normal look right there.
That was normal.
What I just did was normal. That was a reasonable response
Yes.
to what I just heard.
And I was like, "I'll prove it. Look at my heart rate. It's 130 beats per minute." So,
which isn't that bad because that's my resting heart rate.
That is I truthfully in the moment was like, I'm not high, or like I'm not freaking out. I'm gonna check my resting heart rate, and it's gonna prove to me that I'm not high.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, 130 is super high. And then what gets worse is my girlfriend goes, wow, I barely get up to 115 when I'm working out. And I'm like, holy fuck, like I'm really freaking out.
Yeah.
So I keep telling her like, okay, like I'm okay, like I'm not that high. And then she goes to everybody and go, everybody look at David. She goes, look at him, he's so high. Like, and she's like, don't freak out. And I'm like, in my head thinking, like, why are you doing this to me? This is like the worst. This is the worst experience of my fucking life.
Which I love that so much. Oh man.
She tells me later that she doesn't realize that I'm just trying to calm myself down.
Yeah.
Because she just thinks it's so funny.
Yes.
And I'm just like literally dying and feeling like I'm having a heart attack.
We've done it.
What?
She's become us.
A bully?
She's become us. Because that's exactly like if you try to, because you try to sneak things. When things are going wrong in your life, you'll try to sneak them. If you fuck up, you try to sneak it. Mm-hmm. And no matter what, if we catch you fucking up,
yeah.
If we catch you freaking out,
Yeah.
regretting something, we'll make everybody know. Hey, look, David just fell down.
She then proceeds to do the exact same thing to Tyler Voss, and he also extreme panic because he's in the exact same situation as me. He also did edibles and smoked a lot of weed.
I don't know why you guys did both.
Because we thought they were duds. We thought they were duds, and it probably wasn't. Because I woke up
Why
the next.
Why did you think they were duds?
I don't know.
What a weird thing to go into. I'm gonna take this edible. Probably isn't strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. I was high until like 8:30 a.m. the next day. It was crazy. So, and that was really the only one sheer panic moment, right?
Yeah.
I'm really just like, or I was just riding the anxiety the whole time, which is kind of something how, like, I like it. I like a little anxiousness.
You like it. You do. You. That's where you're comfortable.
Anyways. Yeah. No, because I knew I was freaking out.
Yes.
But I was like, this will pass.
But so the thing
if you had the heart rate monitor and you saw when you were high,
yeah,
would that make you pass out?
Yeah. Yeah.
To have like tangible knowledge that your heart rate is.
But that's crazy for you because like you have these freak out moments often.
Yeah.
Almost every time that you smoke.
Sure.
But like for you, you're like, James is crazy when he thinks that his heart rate's just skyrocketing.
Yeah.
And then you just saw like it does get up there.
It got up high.
Because everybody like makes fun of me for like when I passed out at Vegas.
Sure.
But I was reading like 142 beats per minute.
Okay.
Which isn't crazy.
Yeah.
You obviously were
I got it to 130. Yeah.
And I'm like a resting heart rate like 20 above you probably. So like, yeah. And then finding out that it was that made me pass out.
So as I'm like coming down, still high as ever, I like keep going upstairs and downstairs, right? And I go upstairs and I'm just like, just obliterated in terms of being high.
Yep.
And I go into the room, right? And I'm kind of already giggling. And like, I didn't realize what I'm walking in on, right?
Yes.
You're having
you and I had two separate ends of the nights. As you're downstairs having those panic attacks, getting high with the boys, joking around, I sit down on the couch and like I just play like a song. I go, oh, can I get a song? You and I do this sometimes. A lot of people do this. You just like have like a room full of people and they're like listening to some funk pop music or something, and you just throw a sad song on.
Yeah.
You just throw like Tender Lips of an Angel on.
Well, okay, whatever.
Or whatever. Yeah, and immediately, like, two girls in the room just look to me and go, who hurt you, man? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like, why are you listening to sad music? And I was like, nobody hurt me. I'm like, hey, fine.
Yeah.
And they're like, you like talking to a girl that like broke your heart or something? I go, no, I haven't been in love in a long time.
Yeah.
And this just opens up a rabbit hole where they're just like interrogating me.
Sure.
Like asking me like, oh, who's the last person that you've really liked, this and that, and like, what did you like about that person? And I'm like actively like, I walk away once after they ask me the initial question, just like about who.
Yeah.
Walk away, come back, and they go, hey, we weren't done with you.
Yeah.
Make me keep on going. And I go, like, yeah, I mean, I kind of covered everything. They're like, no, like, what did you like about her? Like, let's find somebody. Like, you got to figure out the things that you liked about that person and find somebody else. I go, I don't know. And then like I like answered it partially, and I go, I gotta pee, and I walk away again. They come back and they still are grilling me.
So you're in this conversation, right? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm already kind of giggling to myself.
Yeah.
And you know how when you walk into a room and then everybody stops talking and looks at you?
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
And you were just coming in. It seemed like you were just checking in.
You're
like, what's going on up here?
Yeah, I had no intention of stopping it, but the entire conversation stopped. I'm already giggling, and then Tyler Rodney goes like, "You're a fucking asshole," right? So I'm like, "Oh, this is funny," right? Yeah. And clearly you were like saying something, right?
Yeah.
So I'm laughing. I can see the girl's face kind of go like, "Oh, like he's ruining it for James."
Yeah.
And I start giggling, and I go, "Go ahead, man. Say what you're gonna say," right? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm just like laughing harder and harder. Being like, say it, man. Say it. Speak your mind.
Yeah. And I'm drunk and high, too,
yeah.
alongside you. And I go, hey, man, why do you think I can't find love? You know me the best. And
so
you like were already partially walking away.
I was walking out the door,
and
right?
You turn around, you spin a chair, do like a little cool guy thing where you sit in it backwards.
Yeah, it's. I was out the door.
Yeah.
And you hit me with the, why do you think it's so hard for me to fall in love? Right?
Or find love.
Find love. So then, like, people aren't thinking like I'm gonna take it seriously or say anything. They think I'm leaving.
I knew that you were going to just give like some answer that would hit. That's the reason why I asked you.
And I came back instant, sat down, and I looked at you and I said, "'Cause you're scared to be in love." And it was like it paused, like.
I erupted.
Everybody, well, you start laughing a little bit, and then Beth goes, "Are you serious? Like, did you just say that?" Because she was like, "That's the most generic thing." And then Tyler starts laughing. I start laughing.
I was crying of laughter.
And then, like, the two girls don't know what to do, who are like...
asking me questions about it.
And then I just leave you up there, right? Yeah. I leave you, and I was like, I've done my work. I've done enough I could say.
Yeah, and I was just trying to get out of the conversation, because I'll talk about that all day, every day.
Yeah.
But I knew that you guys would make fun of me for talking about it.
Sure.
And I just, like, go on about it.
So you say your piece to them, right?
Yep.
Whatever. And
we get our beef session
I
out.
think the end of it, like, I got my, because you're scared to be in love, right? Whatever. That it wasn't meant to be anything besides, like, what it was there. So the girls had their beef sessions with you, and the night's coming to a close, right?
Oh, yeah.
The only person who was aware that wasn't in the group about the conversation was me. Yeah. Right? Everybody else was downstairs.
And those were all the people that I specifically, including you, did not want to know that I was having those conversations.
And I wasn't going to tell anybody, right? I was just going to let it be.
Oh, yeah.
You were going to get off scot-free having all the conversations.
Yeah.
And the girl who brought it up in the first place, she leaves, right? And she was like, "Man, fuck Chelsea." Right? To you.
Yeah.
Right. And that, our other friend, he doesn't know who this girl is. He has no idea. Right? Yeah. And he knows that she doesn't know you either.
Yeah.
So the only way that she would say fuck Chelsea is if you would have told her. So
not I was just clearly venting about
yes, the only way she would have that information to say fuck Chelsea was because you must have just been venting about it.
Yeah.
Which makes, like, our friends, like, eyes light up and realizing
that I've just been upstairs talking to girls for like 2 hours about.
And this is one of these guys who, when he laughs, everybody starts laughing.
Yes.
So when he starts laughing, the entire party who is unaware of this is now laughing at you for just venting about a girl upstairs.
Yeah. Which, like I said, I even started it off with, like, I don't know, like, I literally just played the songs to be funny, like the sad songs. I was like, I'm not even sad about girls.
And now we're all like laughing at you.
I was like, there's not even a girl I'm sad about. And they're like, and then it got into just like, who's like the last girl I liked.
Yeah.
And so then it just like opened up that floodgate.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, is just like a floodgate that I'll get on when I'm drunk sometimes.
Sure.
But, yeah, and then she hit that, and you guys just laughed at me.
Yes.
For about an hour.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. And I think the girl felt bad.
Yeah.
because everybody started making fun of you right away.
Yeah.
But I think it was a great line.
Yeah.
It made me laugh so much.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say it, but
no. I mean, it like It honestly, it has nothing to do with Chelsea. It has nothing to do with. It all just has to do with you.
Yeah, literally, it's just me.
It just has. It's all about you.
Just clearly,
the fact,
James was beefing up. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the thought of like this guy is still beefing over this girl to random people.
Which I didn't want to do. I just got roped into it.
Hey, but that was the allure of it.
I'm telling you, I tried to get out twice, and both times
you just get laughed at.
One of our friends, she goes, because this is the second time that we've gotten drunk with her.
Yeah.
And I finally get what you were talking about when I was trying to talk at the table that one day. And she was just like fully invested with your girlfriend listening to me.
Oh, because you talk with such conviction, but you say such gibberish when you're hammered.
Yeah, and I think I was doing the same thing too. Yeah. Like, I don't know. And I like was talking and she was just like fully invested. And she was the one, hey James, you're not getting out of this.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Oh, she was really she was really prying out of it.
She said that twice and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna get made fun of by everybody. And I'm very high.
Yeah.
And drunk. And it was very, very
So that was really, I think those were the main highlights that I can think of.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one last one.
Okay.
Our friend Tyler B, who we were making fun of for missing on the cups.
Yes.
He is he's getting made fun of for that all night.
Oh yeah.
Pretty embarrassing moment for him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's leaving. He's hitting the road. He says goodbye to Tyler Voss and myself.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Hey guys, I'm getting out of here. See you later." And then he starts doing this.
Just finger guns.
Just a bunch of finger guns.
Boom, 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 shooting them rapidly at you. What are you guys? What are you guys doing? You guys dodging?
Yeah,
you guys shooting
dodging.
back?
He's walking backwards up the stairs.
Because there's only two things that you can do when somebody points finger guns. You either
shoot back.
dodge or shoot back.
And he just like, he doesn't say much. He just says, "All right, catch you guys on the flip. See you guys later." Right? Finger guns backwards.
Walks out.
We think he's sailing off into the sunset. Without saying words to me and Tyler Voss, we both think like, what a great exit.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Oh yeah.
That's how you leave a party. Don't say much. Finger guns your way out of there.
Let it, guys.
Sail off into the sunset.
Yep. Don't need hugs. Don't need kisses.
Just as he hits the top stairs, that guy comes back down and he goes, "That was fucking stupid. That was the dumbest fucking thing I've ever done." And he just like, instead of like sailing off like a real cowboy, he comes back to earth.
Tail between the legs.
Just like he was missing all those cups again. Just who he was.
Rock bottom.
Rock bottom again.
Rock bottom again.
And we were like, "No, man, it was incredible. It was great." And he was like, "No, it fucking sucked."
We were going to talk about this for years to come.
Yeah. And he was like, "No, it is the fucking worst." And I don't know which one I like more, you know? In hindsight, is it the fact that he didn't just sail off into the sunset, or was he just uncomfortable? I don't know, but
I like both.
I like both. Nobody could have done either of them except that guy.
Yeah.
Man, that was a good birthday party.
Oh yeah, it was fun. That was a fun one. Had a lot of fun at that.
Yeah.
All right. Fuck, what did I have to say about my
I don't know. You said you had some ending thing you wanted to say.
I've been on a game recently.
Okay.
I don't know what I wanted to say about it. I knew that I had something specific to say, so I'm going to rattle it off.
Okay.
Game came out last week, Tuesday. Was down for a whole day. Think of all the things that I've done in between the nights, hanging out with you and stuff. Days and stuff. How many hours do you think I have into that game?
It's from Tuesday?
Yeah.
What is the game called?
Lost Ark. It's an MMO ARPG.
From Tuesday.
From Tuesday.
Okay. I got to imagine. Hold on.
It's Steam hours too, by the way. So a little bit inflated. Steam hours are always a little bit inflated.
So you have it idle? Sometimes?
No, it logs you off after a bit, but I have it idle sometimes.
Okay, let's say the game comes out on Tuesday. You play it legit 12 hours, legit. Let's say 12. Okay. And then I'd say Wednesday and Thursday, 10-10, right?
Okay.
So that would be 10-10, 32. And then let's say Friday, you have actually 14 hours. 32, so that's 40, 48? Is that 48?
Yeah, sure.
48. Let's say Saturday and Sunday, 8 each, 16. Today is also Tuesday, so it's been a week.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go 70 hours.
Add onto it steam bloat. There's always steam bloat.
Okay, what is it?
Oh, it's way higher than that. I'm at like 115 hours.
Damn.
There's a lot of steam bloat. I'd say probably about 30 hours is probably steam.
30 hours.
So you're probably about 20 hours off. There was also a day that it was down, which was Friday. So I didn't play at all Friday. But I was cranking out 18s.
It's 1:15?
Yeah. I was cranking out from like 7 a.m. till...
You're averaging 16 hours a day.
Yeah, ish.
How is that possible?
Just a lot of playing. But also idle time. At idle time.
Yeah.
So there was times where like it was open.
And you're not doing it.
I didn't close it out.
Yeah.
Like right now, I normally do close it out. So there's probably been about 2 days where like it probably read my entire night of sleep.
Okay.
But I was playing from like 7 a.m. Take like an hour nap at like 3.
Why?
I like the game a lot.
It's the WoW killer?
It's not. It's not. I will never call it that.
I didn't even know you were playing this game.
My favorite MMO RPG, it's this one so far. It's very grindy. It's a Korean MMO. Thing with Korean MMOs, they're always really grindy, and they got an aspect of pay to win to it.
Have you been paying to win?
No. I bought a Founders Pack, so
Yeah.
to play the game, it came out Friday. But if you bought a Founders Pack, you could play it Tuesday.
Yeah.
Of last week. Which the Founders Pack, it gives you the currency that you can purchase with real life money. It gives you a little bit of that. It gives you like this aura in game. It's just like a bundle, pretty much, essentially, that give you like quality of life things all included in it. Say
you got to be ranked pretty high in this game if you're...
No, I'm bad.
If the game just started.
I'm bad at the game.
Why are people good at it?
A lot of people are playing it a lot more. Maybe not like a lot more. People are knowing the game more than me. Like I said, there's a lot of steam bloat in there, so it's not like super accurate. But it I didn't go into the game with any research, which I kind of like about it. It's kind of making me feel bad because like people would expect like an MMORPG it to come out, me be good at it, because like I'm pretty good at World of Warcraft. But I going into it with no knowledge, there is like this game, it's got so much, and it's very fun. So
Yeah.
this game is completely different than the other MMORPGs that have come
Yeah.
out, because this game has been released in Korea for the last 5 years already.
Oh, so the Koreans already know about it.
Yes. It's already been out in Korea. It's already been out in Russia.
And then Americans have probably already played as well.
Yes. So there's a lot of knowledge on it.
Yeah.
I went into it a little bit blind. I should have went into it with a lot more knowledge. But it was one of those games. This game, it's one of those games with like a lot of currencies in it. Or like currencies and crafting materials.
Okay.
You ever play a game like
resources?
that? Yeah, resources. So because of that, when I was watching stuff, I wasn't digesting like the information, because like they were just like words that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Because they were like currencies and resources that I just like didn't know of yet.
Okay.
So like I haven't been playing it optimal at all.
Yeah.
But I've been having a good time playing it a lot. But yeah, it's people were like really skeptical of it at first because they're like, oh, it's pay to win.
Okay.
But it is and it isn't. Like you.
Well, I don't even know what it is. You keep saying you're playing it. What is it about this that you're playing?
It's an MMORPG.
Right.
So
yeah.
Top down.
Yeah.
View. It just is like it's just an RPG.
Is there PvP?
There's PvP in it. It's the PvP. The nice part about that, it's completely not pay to win. You can't really use the shop at all for it.
Is there PvE?
PvP is always scaled the same. So that's a nice part that people like about it. Is that when you hit max level, everybody's gear is the same when you go into PvP. there's no advantage to like playing a bunch in PvP, which is nice. It's kind of like League of Legends.
Small tangent, very small. Did you know? I just learned this about World of Warcraft, that when they were designing the game, and they were playtesting it with like focus groups.
Yeah.
They saw an issue players were having when leveling was because when the game first came out, they had like sparse amount of quests.
Yeah.
Like quests were like
initially when the game came out, if you did every single quest in the game, you would still be 4 levels off of max or something like that.
I mean, even before that, like before the game came out, it was like even less.
In beta.
And like they found that players would end up going to areas of the game that were like way over leveled for them, because that's like where the next quests were.
Yeah.
And they thought that before players would get to these next areas, they would just like grind and farm up before they entered it. But they found that players just kept gravitating to like doing the quests over and over again. So where they initially were just going to be like sparse quest and then just a bunch of grinding, because that's how MMORPGs were back then.
Yeah, EverQuest was strictly grinding.
Right. They were like, why don't we just like, I don't know, I guess like add a lot of quests, because that seems to be like the thing that people want to do. So just, I don't know, add all these quests, and then as they get done with the last quest, they can just go to the next area. And they essentially what they did is like develop the modern MMORPG, because like no other games did that before.
Oh yeah.
And that's really what started the popularity of it.
Good thing that you went on that tangent, because it'll allow me to describe this game a lot better to you. So the reason why this game stands out and is way different is that it took that formula and like twisted it even more. And like in this game, and it's a thing in Final Fantasy now too as well, but more so this game even, there's a main story quest and there's side quests. So there's an abundance of quests in this game.
Okay.
If you just do the main story quest, you hit max level by like an extra level. And you have to finish the main story quest no matter what. Leveling takes like 12 to 14 hours to hit max level in this game, which is unheard of for an MMORPG. That's like
that it's that quick.
Yeah, that it's that quick. It usually doesn't take that short amount of time. And like to the point where like if you do side quests, you end up like hitting max way too soon.
Yeah.
Like literally like a whole island sooner, like type thing. A whole continent, or however you want to explain it. So yeah, it kind of took that formula and twisted it, but its focus went into it is a lot of these games have been releasing where it's like, oh, it's a cool concept like New World or Star Wars: The Old Republic. These games, cool, WildStar, cool concepts, but then when people get to the end game, there is no end game usually. That's literally, I don't know why, when World of Warcraft's big thing has been its raids and dungeons for so long, people know that that's like the best thing about World of Warcraft, that all these MMORPGs gravitated away from that.
So what you're saying is the reason why you think this game is successful is because you essentially can get to the end game faster. The emphasis is like being able to be skillful at max level. And
it doesn't fully take away the leveling process, because as you hit end game, you're allowed to do the end games. It's essentially, it took the whole formula and kind of changed it up.
That's what I was looking for.
Because when you hit the end game, you end up hitting the end game and you're able to do the end game stuff like dungeons, raids, stuff like that. There's a bunch of, literally there's like
PvP.
I think that there's like 8 different things that you can do at max level, which is crazy. That's a wild amount of things. And whenever you hit a new like breakpoint, you end up having going back to quest. So it doesn't even take away the questing and leveling thing so much.
So you can still do like there are still aspects of like the early game that you can do at the end game, and like it's beneficial and fun.
Yeah. So rather than like,
so it intertwines them instead of like you are done with the early game stuff, no more quests, now it's only end game, or like vice versa.
And like, yeah, it's strictly just, there's so much. It is a grindy game though, where like you have to log in daily, but it also has like a buffer on. It's the first time I've seen where it's got like I don't know how to explain it, even like bad luck protection on daily quests, where say if or not even just daily. There's daily quests, daily dungeons, and daily raids that you have to do each day.
Yeah, I know dailies.
You get 2 of the dungeons, 2 of the raids. Every time, say if you miss a day though, the next day you get 1 extra loot to make up for missing that day.
Okay.
So you don't get 2 loot like you would have gotten if you would have played both days, but you end up getting 1 loot for the day that you missed. So whenever you miss a day, you end up getting it back. So even if, like, say you got to go out of town, like a game like World of Warcraft or something, when they have daily quests in it usually, or like most games, if they have daily quests in it, you're just essentially behind. Like if you're min-maxing or whatever. This game, you like get a little bit behind, but you don't feel like you're that behind because you end up still. I mean, ideally you still want to play every day, but yeah. So that's a cool thing that it has in it. But yeah, the game is just, it's got a big emphasis on bosses and like fully doing mechanics. Like this game is like a dodge a bunch of shit and then you go through your like damage windows. Yeah. Do damage as quick as possible. Pretty cool looking game. Yeah. Fun game to play. I've had a lot of fun playing it. And probably close to like 90 hours on it. Yeah. Like it. So it might be the wild kill.
Yeah. You do you think it is or no?
No. I think that it is a great game to come back to though. Yeah. I think that it's probably the best casual MMORPG.
Why did it take so long to come to America?
I think that they wanted to polish it. I think that games get written off too soon over here type thing. I'd have to look up the exact reason, but like MMORPGs in the Western Hemisphere, Europe and NA, we have World of Warcraft. Yeah. World of Warcraft is like our baby if you're an RPG, MMORPG fan. So like if things aren't exactly like it, it's like Smash Bros. If it's not exactly like it, we hate it. Yeah. Or if it's just not like well polished, it doesn't have something that we really like from World of Warcraft in it, we go ahead and hate it. Yeah. And I think that like they just wanted to get it to the point where it was polished and like they could release it, which was cool. And I think that like Koreans are like more forgiving. Yeah. And like essentially over there is more forgiving because they don't really emphasize.
Who else plays WoW the most besides Americans?
Europeans.
Europeans love it.
Europeans play it probably even more. Europeans shit on the North Americans.
Okay. All right, I gotta end this. I gotta pee.
All right. See ya.
See ya.